Hey YouTube, it's Jerko here. Just planning a little range trip tomorrow, and this is one of the guns that we're planning on taking along. It's the Cobray DD. This gun actually doesn't belong to me, it belongs to Glampire 13. This is a 410 45 long. Looks like a mini double barrel shotgun. Very badass. This model comes in a single or a double. The store that we bought this in Springfield, Illinois, every time we go in there, the owner of the shop has to tell us how he's got the single barrel model and the last three digits of the serial number are 666. I have no idea why he tells us that story every time we go in that shop, but I like visiting it. So if you're in the Springfield area, you probably know what I'm talking about, whose shop I'm talking about. Anyway, the thing about this, it's got a really funky mechanism on it. In order to fire this gun and take the safety off, you kind of have to pull the hammer back a little bit and rock it and force that safety off. And then you're ready to fire. The other thing that's kind of funky is it's got that little, let's see if I can get it close up. It's got a little switch on there that gives you the firing pin for the left and the right barrel. So over to the right, the left barrel fires. Over to the left, the right barrel fires. Now, one of the things that is, if you run across one of these or think you want to get one of these, from my experience with this, you definitely want to be careful how you hold it. All the video I have on this, and I have some video that was shot earlier in the year that I haven't posted. I don't know, maybe I'll cut some in on this video, but because of the steel frame and it's very sharp, the edges are not finished at all, and I suppose if you wanted to, you could probably buff this out and it might help a little bit. But the steel frame runs along the center here, and if you put your hand so that your finger is just on the trigger and that knuckle is on that frame, when you pull the trigger, you're going to be hurting. The last time I shot this gun, I put some slugs through it, and 4 rounds, that's all I could take. My knuckle was totally bruised and starting to swell up in a very short amount of time. But so if I was going to fire this again, or if I had to recommend how to hold this, is really wrap around there and wrap your finger around the trigger. Nobody told me that, and you know, I guess I learned the hard way. The other thing is, as far as ammo goes on this gun, let me open it up again. To open it up, you got to pull that hammer back and force this little square pin, and it's got to come below the surface of this piece of metal right here. Really funky. Alright, I think it's all the way. Once it's all the way in, you could break that open. You kind of have to watch what ammo you're using. Here's some spent 410 birdshot shells, and it was easy to shoot, but hard to get out of there because these cartridges really aren't made for this type of gun. You really want some of this PD ammo that has the smooth shell case, so that not the rib cases. It'll make it a little easier to get out of. Have not shot the 45 longs through there yet. Went to Cabela's about 4 or 5 months ago, and I finally saw a 45 long. Now I see it in quite often, but I was only going to buy 1 box of it. This gun does not get shot that much, but I like it. It's cool. It's a freak gun. I have no idea why I talked Glampire 13 into buying this. It's just so badass. If Mustang Bill doesn't have one of these, man, he oughta. Alright, well, as long as we're going to the range tomorrow and shooting, I'm going to try and get some video on this bad boy. Alright, take it.